Here we have a map that I love in Golden Pit, only instead of low elo, we have mid elo. Not quite brag to your mom about your elo, but brag to your buddy's elo, certainly. 1150 for Nogel Tide here, playing as the Tatars. And then in the blue, we have Bino or Beno. Bino? I'm not sure which. I'll work on it. We have blue playing as the Magyars. Red player has, I believe, 1 to 200 games. 1150 elo, not bad, solid. And then the blue player has over 3,000 games. So a very experienced mid-elo player here has picked the Magyars. And I was just looking at the online games that were happening in this elo. And I've noticed that there's a lot of people who love Magyars, particularly at this elo. Lots of Magyar choices from 1,000 to 1,200, probably for Fast Scout Rush. So that is what I come in here expecting. Blue is actually going to take this boar right away. So not going for the traditional timing. I'm curious, will blue... okay, is it going to be a good boar lore, though? Oh, God. Oh, no. What the... Oh, geez. Okay. Hey, it worked. There we go. Just don't kill another... will we kill another llama? Or will blue go to the boar? I would say that wasn't really pretty, but it worked. 17 seconds of TC idle time is a bit rough. And now we have the scout. Okay, blue is a... blue is a maniac. Blue just killed the turkeys over here. Oh, man. This player is crazy. So I've had the pleasure of experiencing all different elos as a player. Okay? I had many years... Oh, this is such an important fight. I think red will win it. But red doesn't think red will win it. Oh, my word. But yeah, I, as a player, I remember the early days where I was what I now consider a low elo legend. I remember the mid elos, and I have a lot of memories about the mid elos because the mid elo guys have some real aggressive, I don't want to say nasty because that implies they're being mean or something, but just some real aggressive, crazy guys. Like the type of guys to take the boars real early, the type of guys to steal your boars, the guys who will come to your base before they even find any of their own resources. And that's what I have here from Benno. I mean, he also picked Magyars too. Maybe wants to go for a scout rush. But yeah, I mean, the downside for blue would be normally is you're going to have some problems at home. And 41 seconds of TC idle time, that can hurt. I didn't get to focus too much on what red was up to. Red hasn't even scouted the opposition yet. But red has Tatars, so there's more food on the sheep, which is always nice. Also, you do more damage when fighting on top of the hill. And yeah, blue struggles to keep the TC working when boars get brought in. I think that's a normal problem, but just something I picked up on with this player. But loves to get that food going. And I can tell, I think blue is going to go scouts, and I think blue is going to be very aggressive this game. I don't see this player as a player who really walls a lot. I think we're going to see the aggression. And I think, at least with the pacing of the game so far, things have been a little bit more... haste, I guess, for red. Not rushing things quite to the same speed, though maybe this boar should have been rushed a bit more. And what's the scout doing for red? Trying to find the enemy. Okay. So to all my 1,000 elo-ish players out there, what strategies do you face up against a lot, and what do you struggle with the most? Multitasking is probably what people struggle with the most, regardless of the elo, right? That's standard. Okay, like, for example, making a house. Oh, shoot, forgot about that one. Red's going to make a house here. Okay. Blue now pushes in some deer. Still doesn't have a mill. But I can tell you already, okay, because, you know, people want the magic advice. They want the advice that's going to make them a beast immediately. I don't have that. I don't have a magic pill, as blue is going to kill this scout from red. I can tell you already, I have seen 2 1150 elo games already in a row, and in the first 8 minutes, mistakes are being made with their builds, and like they're you know, they can clean things up a little bit more. Okay, that should be, for anyone who's out there, that could be overwhelming. You could be like, wow, that sucks, actually. I thought it was better than that. No, it's actually good. There's things you can look at and go back to the drawing board on. I have no clue what blue's doing. Blue's now making So he's actually intentionally made the barracks before the mill, so now he's going for a drush. And this is out of nowhere, and Red Scout is now dead. You struggle with raids, scouts and scouts, knights, defending man-at-arms. Gotcha. Well, defending man-at-arms, the first thing I can tell you about defending man-at-arms is scouting it. And that is not something that Red has the luxury of saying, because Red has lost a scout now. Okay. If Blue cancels this Vil and then drops off the food and clicks up, I will actually love this build order. Nice little amount of pressure to potentially kill Vils before the opponent makes something in feudal. And then you go up to feudal age after it. This is still pretty good for Blue. And I wonder if Blue is planning this from the start or if Blue's going to go up. Okay, here comes Blue. Now, Red, this just is a scouting situation, right? You don't have the scouting what your opponent's doing. And Blue might kill 2 villagers because of this. And Red has to fully abandon this. Oh, man. And Blue even blocking a little bit. Okay. Villagers should be killed with a block. Oh, but he's running into each other. Oh, no. You're so good, Blue. Don't do this. Don't go for the Vil. No. Greedy boy. As of now, it is somewhat manageable. And Red says no. Little taunt. Okay, Red send villagers back to work, despite the villagers asking to have a day off. Red now maybe adapts. Red says, okay, there's militia. I am going to go into archers. And I love this from Red. I love how Red was able to save the Vil. And oh, I love the conversation. Benno says, no berries for you. I love it. More militia on the way right now for Blue. Magyars do get forging for free in feudal age. And now we have villagers going to stone, which has me thinking there's going to be Vils coming forward. And yep, there are going to be villagers coming forward. Thing is, Blue doesn't have vision either. And something I've noticed, Blue is making more man-at-arms. Doesn't know there's archers out, or didn't know there was archers out till now. Will he second-guess the strategy? Or will he be happy with 5 man-at-arms? This is a great game. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff from Blue. Blue said he doesn't have scouting. Let's pressure. Let's deny the walls. Red said, hey, I know how I can counter that. Let's not go for scouts, which every other player does. Let's do this instead. Did get the farm upgrade instead of the wood upgrade, which is a bit weird. Ideally, you get wood before farm upgrade, or ideally, you get both. Those are small things. Well, big things, but, you know, things that could be tweaked. I'm guessing maybe it was just forgotten. But now we have very strong man-at-arms. And I wish I had stats for this in Capture Age, but a key in this situation is you always want this range to be producing. Andrew says, what elo is this? Andrew, there's this very, very rare and weird bug we encounter where occasionally you cannot see elo on the screen. And so it might seem a little unorthodox, all right? But all you have to do, all right, is refresh the stream 1,736 times, run 6 miles, come back home, and it'll be right on the scoreboard, okay? If it's not showing for you already, you just have to do those things. That's it. Tower here for Blue. Now, what I like about Blue's situation is Blue is applying pressure. So this is keeping Red at home. However, if you start to see this, if you're Red, and you notice that it's a forward situation, which you won't know for now. This tower is the first real idea that this is becoming a forward situation. Okay, now sees this. He is going to go for the blacksmith so he can get fletching. He's scared. And Blue's even going for armor on the man-at-arms. Let's go. Who said archers counter man-at-arms? Now when you have this many, and now when you get armor. All right, I'm going to give you a tip. When you play this game, and I know you guys come here for the casting, but tips are important in mid-elo. Right now, Blue is trying to do as much as possible to keep you at home, deny resources for the long term. But the big thing is keep you at home, okay? But there's nothing that is really killing Red right now. It's not taking him off of resources he's already on. He could make it to Castle Age and be fine with the current position with where he's at. If you're walled already, right? And you know the army's here, and you know that your opponent might progress in with another tower. You tower here, okay? Hold with your army, tower here. The second your tower's up, my friends, you counterattack. I talk about it all the time. Someone comes forward towards your base, defensive tower, run right to their base because it's likely they will not have much at home. Let's see what red does here. We do have the counter tower. Maybe my suggestion was a bit too exposed. Does have fletching as well. Could kill some villagers, perhaps. Blue also has fletching, though. Blue's TC idle time is insane. And red has found himself on the wrong side of these houses here. Okay, drops the tower, and now you protected the goal. Now, again, my thought is just counter. Can red just recognize the counterattack? Blue's making another tower. Wow. Now, red, do you have the scouting here? No, I thought red knew about that. Now, that is a scouting thing, but I'm not going to, like, be too super critical here because I can understand how you would think you don't have a gold there. You, quote-unquote, should know you have 2 golds. They're both 3 tiles. But not knowing about that gold is painful. Because you could just relocate to that gold and then counterattack. Meanwhile, at home, let's see what blue's doing. See, blue is using all this time to wall. Really good thinking from blue. And I love the pressure, man. Blue has really controlled this game nicely. Would be funny if blue knows about that gold, but obviously doesn't. Red could obviously run to the middle gold as well. If red felt the need for stone, could always go here. But you see how right now, blue is doing no damage and red's just staying at home? Now, I'm not going to lie. The scout transition is actually a really good thought. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I love the farm eco that we're seeing here from red. I like how he's kept his range working for the most part. Stables queuing. There's a lot of good things here from red. Even the rewall's really good from red. I'm actually, you know, I'm really impressed with how both players have executed. For blue, blue's going to have to seed down some farms and has no eco upgrades right now. But the more towers that come up, the more awkward this gets later on in the game. And you could argue this tower would be easily going up if red would have counterattacked like I suggested. Oh, man, this could be tough, though. This could be really tough for both players. Oh, villagers! Oh, they dodged! Arms got so much value this game. Remember, it started as militia, then it turned into man-at-arms, and I think blue will be happy with this. All blue wants is to get the tower up. That's precisely what happens here. And archers are going down. Red. Big problems right now. Has lost so much army. More walls right now. Still hasn't thought, hey, let's maybe go to the gold in the middle. Unfortunate not to know about this gold. Okay. So I called it with blue, though, didn't I? I said he'd be a crazy player who would do a lot of crazy things, and we've seen it. Really needs to get the farm eco up and running. Maybe he needs to get an eco upgrade at some point. These 3 villagers, all very weak, but all very safe right now. And the way blue is positioned the towers is perfect because they're all in range of each other. So these towers here are in range of each other, and these towers here are in range of each other. So this is just not a good move for red. It definitely feels like a spot where a market's needed. And yeah, there you go. Red still doesn't see the gold. He's trying desperately to get up to Castle Age, though. Do not agree with this decision. But this will be funny because blue... Okay, I was just going to say blue didn't notice the villagers were heading back home. Okay, long story short, red makes it up to Castle Age. Sheesh. Blue, house walling everything just in case. Hasn't been a time where he's been fully walled this entire time, though. So really do like, if you get tower rushed, place a counter tower, couple villagers on stone for more counter towers. Just keep using walls and counters, and then counter attack to their base with your army, because they have come forward to your base. Poor red will get here, and now the walls are actually up. The red's also on the way to Castle Age. And, okay, one of the villagers died, and then I think they're just coming home because they have food in their hands. They could actually get sniped. Red's like, please let me get through there. No, nothing. Oh my god, the villagers Are they going to walk through the gate here? I guess blue's going to make some speed. What do you guys think about this game so far? I think this has been incredible. I'm very curious what blue does with the stone. Red's probably not enjoying this game as much as I am. Painful to lose his scouts like that. But yeah, blue says no. Oh yeah, I forgot they were chatting as well. I like it when there's chat. Chat's my favorite. Where are these units going right now? Ooh, something went wrong over here for blue. Or went right, I guess, because the spearmen kill an archer. Okay, will red run to the middle of the town center of the gold? Because that's what red needs right now. Oh, red found this gold. Nice. Red found this gold. Good stuff. As for what you make, it's tricky. Siege would be an option. Normally, I would say make a lot of cav archers with the Tatars. We're going to see a TC here. Blue is going for a castle here. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. To castle home and then TC the middle is fascinating. I think you could make arguments to castle the middle and then TC the middle. Not sure I love this castle. But we'll see if blue sticks with it. Blue, by the way, not making any knights. Doesn't even have a stable right now. So I think is thinking about Magyar Hussar. And we have... Oh, blue's thinking of what to make. And okay, it's going to be a stable. Red is going to mix in the cav archers. Red does have Bodkin arrow. Red has 2 TCs. Red will have the villager lead. Red has been tower rushed. Is off of crucial gold. Is off of crucial stone. But so far is making it work. I think red is expecting there to be knights. Magyars are normally going for knights or cav archers of their own. So. But yeah, if you're going to go for the castle... I would have normally liked to see the castle a little bit more offensive, but the thing that blue didn't do was he didn't open with military. If this stable was up already, then maybe he has the knights to run around the middle and he feels safe to run forward and drop it, but just something that he'll maybe regret. So, okay, Magyar Hussar. Wait, I think they were in queue and he canceled it. He actually canceled the queue of Magyar Hussar because he probably doesn't want to spend gold on them. After the unique tech, you don't have to do that. And here comes red. Now, red being on stone means red could save up for a castle. And then if red controls the middle, red could always castle here. But who knows if blue doesn't want to go for another one. Skirmishers are going to find this. Great job from red to catch up on eco upgrades. And blue, yeah, immediately reacts to this. Red knows that could be an issue. 55 fills versus 49. Cav Archer is going to hit the wood lines. Lovely, lovely move. It's a great decision. And you remember earlier when I talked about how I remember certain types of players? Like, blue is a very good... Like, blue thrives on adapting. But blue doesn't really get that eco flow and structure like red does. Like, red... Better eco balance, red, better eco upgrades, more of that solid transitional stuff you'll want to see from higher elo players. Blue's just like a madman, right? I'm going to garrison here. I'm going to make a Magyar Hussar. I'm going to get Elite Skirm. I'm going to get Bloodlines. Like, all the technologies that are coming in do not match the eco balance at all, but blue is super aggressive. Blue's the type of player that if he used the market more would probably be more dangerous. Like, buying food and selling things at this time would help some of this work. Because, like, Elite Skirm in and of itself is actually not bad based on what you're seeing. But you're behind on upgrades, you're behind on numbers, and you don't have the economy for it. Because there's no eco upgrades at all for blue, and I just realized that. That's pretty crazy, actually. He did at one point use the market, obviously. But yeah, I think red is in a much better position now. I think red should win this game. It all comes down to if blue gets a castle up in the middle. Because if red takes any engagement, red will win the engagement. At least that's what it looks like right now. But I think blue's going to try and get a castle down here, which could make red's job so difficult because red can't take this gold. Red also wouldn't be able to take the gold in the middle comfortably. So the thing I said about skirms, right, is you need numbers and you need upgrades, and there's no armor on the skirms. Plus, there's some camels here from red, so red's in a real good spot. Of course, you don't want to fight underneath the TC for too long, but... Yeah, blue's desperate. Blue's realizing that this is bad, and blue's going to try and get a castle down here. Okay, bought the stone. Hard to find a spot for this castle that's comfortable. And... okay, I didn't think there was space there. If you're red and you see this, you could just run around this way. This is not that big a deal. And also, you don't necessarily have to stop this to win. Uh-oh. You could, though. Nope. Oh, I forgot the other castle's over here. So I guess that castle fire kind of helps. Man, this game is flipped on its head. Great aggression early from blue. Great job from red to adapt. Red has done a much better job of keeping villagers producing and making military this game. And for blue, we just wanted to win the game really fast. And the guy's got, what, like 3,000 games? But probably just a very high aggression player who thrives on winning early. But if the game goes late, some of the players who are maybe practicing their stuff a bit more are going to end up dominating. This is over, man. What a sick boom from red. Great job. Clearly uses the select all TC hotkey, I would say. Though, of course, maybe he doesn't. Another TC in the middle. I'm not a big fan of that. You've already got enough eco. I would say just drop the castle here and end the game. But it's not like it's bad. You could always do both. Did run out of gold now, I guess, so that's probably why we're seeing a TC. Yeah. Castle might go up for blue. Speaking of up, would make sense to maybe go up to Imperial Age then if you're red. Maybe sell some of that wood off. I guess running out of gold at this time has made it tough. Oh, God, he just lost the castle. Oh, God. Oh, man. And he realizes it too. Guys, if you're going to place a castle, you have to make sure you commit to it. This is underneath blue's castle fire. And it's hit to 4 HP, and then he just stops and says nope, and loses 650 stone. What a great way to make sure you lose a game that you're winning. And we actually see the laughter there from red. Red could still win this game, and should still win this game, but still. And yeah, blue says, you lose the stone, question mark? Blue's like, man, maybe I can actually beat this guy. Suddenly blue is filled with confidence. Oh, man. Yeah, at least he feels bad. That's funny. Also, respect to red for being able to laugh at himself a little bit, you know? That's not a trait that a lot of people have. Still 90 villagers versus 56. And no, using the select all TC hotkey is a good thing, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't realize blue was killing stuff back here. Holy crap, he's going to town. I don't think red has any clue. We do have a TC here for blue. We'll see if blue reacts to this. Blue does react to this. Unlike red here. I still just don't know what army blue's going to make here. And I'm expecting red to go up to the Imperial Age. We have blue buying the crossbow upgrade for 2 archers. One of which is on 1 HP, or 2 HP. The other one's on 23 HP. So you just got crossbow for not even 2 full units. And yeah, again, this game seems pretty over. Let's fast forward. I have to assume this isn't throwable from red. Red's so far ahead. Great job from him, though. My favorite play about this from red was opening with the archery range, because I don't know if red was initially going to do that. Red lost the berries, but adapted, went into the farming eco instead of the berries, and mixed in archers. It was the perfect play. Oh, God. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, we're going to have rams and petards, actually, from red. Blue's getting murder holes right now. The red's just going to make another castle, though. And red will be an imp. And blue will not be an imp. Both players actually making petards. I think blue got the idea from red. like the Rams. But yeah, once Trebs come out, this is going to be over. Or capped Ram. Either one. Blue's got no economy at this point. And yep, there are the Trebs and GG. Actually, the Cav Archers were going to die to the skirmish back here. But yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. Great job from Red. So Blue honestly just tried to do everything, man. He went for Man-at-Arms, 5 of them. He went for Forward, and he went for Archers. It's no wonder he didn't have many eco upgrades, because he had so much invested in that attack. Excuse me. Whew, sorry for the yawn. I swear that was entertaining. I didn't mean to yawn like that. I like that game, though. That was cool. And Red actually said nice rush. Said GG, nice rush. So Red respects Blue for the rush.